Shell, thank you, sir, and we'll have much more from you coming up. But first, our focus at 4 and the big headline today, no matter really where you look. Yeah. The big headline today is Donald Trump and what he said yesterday and his plan to temporarily keep Muslims from entering the United States. He says, at least until we figure out what's going on.
What's going on? His proposal has sparked outrage from Democrats and Republicans. Craig Boswell has a lot more from Washington.
The reaction to Donald Trump's call to ban all Muslims from entering the U.S. was swift and severe.
He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot.
But while most of Trump's opponents criticized his comments, not everyone was ready to condemn him. Ted Cruz says he disagrees with the policy, but says he'll support Trump if he wins the GOP nomination.
I like Donald Trump. A lot of our friends here have encouraged me to criticize and attack Donald Trump. I'm not interested in doing so.
The White House said Trump's comments should disqualify him for president, and anyone who still supports him should be disqualified as well.
It's morally reprehensible. It runs counter to the Constitution, and it has consequences for our national security. And the problem is you still have a bunch of Republican candidates who are standing by their pledge to support him for president of the United States.
The chairman of the Republican National Committee isn't taking the White House's advice to disavow Trump, but he did issue a statement saying we need to aggressively take on radical Islamic terrorism, but not at the expense of our American values.
If the Republican Party likes it, that's fine. If they don't like it, that's fine also. As you know, I'm leading in virtually every single poll.
Trump supporters say he's right.
We do need to look at these countries where these people are coming from, and particularly the Muslims.
Trump has a commanding lead over his rivals in the latest CNN poll of Iowa voters released Monday. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Washington.
I will tell you this, that I was looking at an article in USA Today right before this, and there were some questions that Donald did a lot of interviews this morning, and there were a lot of people who were questioning him, saying, look, if the GOP turns against you, even though you pledged to stay as a Republican candidate, would you then run as something else? And USA Today said that 68% of his supporters would still vote for him even if he left the GOP and would run as an independent. So they're staying by his side.
Oh, sure.
And agree completely with what he's saying.
I'm not surprised at all by that. And then also, we've known from the very beginning that Trump is perfectly willing to run as an independent candidate. Maybe I shouldn't say perfectly willing, but at that very first debate, you know, the moderators said, hey, Republicans, take a pledge that you wouldn't run against another Republican candidate as an independent. And Donald Trump's the one who said, well, you know what, I would.
Did you see the CNN interview with Donald? Okay, do yourself a favor. I don't want to promote another network. Watch today's CNN interview with Donald Trump. One of the most fascinating interviews that I've seen. They were very respectful with each other.
Sure.
And both had good points about this whole issue. But check it out. All right?
Whatever your thoughts are on Trump, it's always fascinating.
Yeah, check that out. Okay. Hey, let's move on to this next story. Some Christmas lights, holiday lights, causing troubles in the sky.
Yeah, an American Airlines pilot reported being flashed by a laser from a holiday display. Jeff Paul explains.
They're supposed to make decorating for the holidays easier. No ladders, no nails, no hammers. But investigators with the FAA say some of these new laser Christmas light displays are proving dangerous to pilots.
It's something that most people don't think about when they're putting up some kind of a display or anything like that. They don't realize that they might be causing a problem.
Retired pilot David Kelly says he isn't surprised to hear what happened to an American Airlines crew last night. The FAA says their Boeing 737 was struck by a laser while flying at 13,000 feet. A Dallas police helicopter traced the beam back to a home about 22 miles east of DFW Airport.
Its intent is what's important, and obviously these people did not intend for this to happen. And if they have been told by the FAA to shut it off and they don't, then that might border on being violating a criminal law. Otherwise, no, it's not.
Kelly says folks who buy laser light displays need to make sure they're pointed at the house and not the sky. And for those who are buying into this emerging holiday technology and are lighting up their homes without a care,
I tell them that they should stop immediately because, first of all, they're endangering people's lives, and second of all, they're endangering people's health, and third, they themselves could wind up criminal prosecution.
There was one flight expert that said that the FAA, what they would most likely do is they'd go to these homes where these lights are coming from and say, look, work with us here.
Right.
It's distracting, and I'm sure most
I don't
people
think
would,
anybody
redirect the lights.
is going to put up enough of a fight to get arrested on this. But if they don't comply, that's when they could either go to court or face those criminal charges, because that is so dangerous.
Frosty, how dare you? Hey, speaking of Christmas decorations, a town in Ohio has a problem with this guy.
Ooh, yeah.
It's somebody using zombies in a nativity display. Take a look at this.
This is a whole different thing. Jason Dixon has been ordered to remove his nativity scene because it has zombies. So it's causing quite an uproar, no surprise there. Jason says Sycamore Township, where he lives, wants him to take it down because he doesn't have a permit for the structure. That's what they're telling him. Jason says he doesn't buy that, though. He says he thinks it's the theme, and it just rubs people the wrong way, and it puts
Yeah, it rubs them the wrong way.
Of course it rubs people
why would you
the
even
wrong
do
way.
this? This is stupid. Why would you? I hate this. I really do.
You're taking a hard line on this one. Yeah, this one's tough. I don't know. You are trying to stir the pot on that one, I think.
The guys racked up like $500 in fees,
Yeah.
and then and I get true property, do what you want. It's just disrespectful, and
It's
all you're
disrespectful,
doing is
nobody's
trying to
gonna
rub
like
people.
it.
You said it right. You're trying to rub people the wrong way.
And at the happiest time of year.
Don't do that. All right. Hey, final story before we go to break. I've seen this all over Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
A Florida alligator taking a bite out of crime, literally.
An 11-foot alligator, this guy right here, helped authorities solve a criminal mystery. So police were saying that a burglar was hiding from police in a Florida pond when that gator struck. According to those reports, this guy, Matthew Riggins, that suspected burglar, he drowned after the alligator attack, but he didn't just drown. Parts of his body were found in the reptile's stomach.
It's sad that, I mean, he lost his life doing this, but
Right.
apparently he was out there, I think, with somebody else, and he told, I believe it was his girlfriend, that they were going to go and burglarize some houses, and then he gets too close to this, and I mean, guy lost his life over that. I know he's doing bad things, but man, you hate
Sure,
to
that's
see that
still
happen.
that's a terrible, terrible way to go.
Gee.
A lot of the comments on Facebook. Yeah.
I've seen some comments saying, you know what, well, the guy deserved it, and
I don't think anybody
Right.
deserves to be mauled and
Yeah.
drowned by an alligator.
you know, it'd be punished,
That
be
is
thrown
an
in jail for
interesting way to
breaking
get
into a
caught.
home. But I mean, I really do feel bad for his family. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a way to go right there.
And now to see it splashed all over.
All right, hey, we've got much more coming up here on the show, including a local company. I don't even call them you guys are not even a company. You're just some students.
There's some students baking cookies out of their house, but you got to try them.
Getting national attention. We'll explain why coming up.